Hi, how's everybody doing? And that, so the Christmas Elf Lounge has been changed around about, and try through. So you can see behind me here, guys, that New Year's Eve. This is going to move after the Christmas Elf Lounge. The back here is going to we're going to circle some chairs and that kind of stuff, and have the table all set up. So I'll be good. And hey, Ruth, how you doing? And so anyhow, we just wanted to show you about how the change up here is changed around. So the Christmas Elf Lounge is closed right now. We did our earlier shows today for the Christmas Elf Lounge, and so that way I had time to kind of change some of the stuff around here. Again, you can see there over there. But excuse me, better the couch back there. And there we go. So there's some type of seating. So like I said, guys, you'll be able to see more. Again, like I said, we'll be able to. We'll actually be able to get a lot. This way, we got a closer view of everybody in this corner here for our New Year's social and that kind of thing. And so this will be out of the way, and it'll be off to the side. And then I'm gonna have kind of the party tray set up over here, and this is where the big New Year's. Get down, sweetie. Okay, big old boy, get down. And that, so I'll take you live New Year's Eve night, guys, and ring in the New Year 2019. So again, I'll just sit back, relax it, and I'm doing pretty good, thanks. And I got a cat jumping up on my thingy up here, and thinking he king. Eh? Come on, big old boy, get down, get down, get down. Fine. Up there, but don't you throw nothing off there. I hear one little thump out of you. You're gonna go in with your mama. So yeah. So that's some of the update. And tomorrow, the Christmas Elf Lounge, we're gonna do some more of the stencil sketching, shading, and coloring, and that kind of stuff as well. We kind of did a flower design today, and there's another, and then we're just gonna flip it over, and there's gonna be another flower design behind it. On that, I'm working on the trying to see putting in the works of the Christmas ones, but I don't think I can get those in time for Christmas. So I think we're stuck with flowers for the Christmas Elf Lounge this year. Big, man, that's a huge bottle of Dr. Pepper. That's like a supersizer. But like always, it's no fun. But that's okay. And I'm moving all the. Just got everything all moved around. A little bit want to kind of move around a bit though, and not so cramped with the big table in the way. And that way it's over on the other far wall. That's so that way it is able to be set up, and nobody's gonna fall. Nobody's gonna fall through the table this year. Hope not. See, that'd be too funny. But yeah, so I just wanted to do an update. I had to go searching for plugs because I had to replug everything in from one in the room to the other. And the one side of that, I'm going to buy a new space bar. I just barely hold it out. And so sometime soon I am going to get a new space bar to put on my TV. And that. So that'd be quite interesting. And probably sometime either before the new year. Hey Shane, how you doing? And so anyhow, the Christmas Elf Lounge has got very what you call um, very what you call volunteer sponsors that they don't host it, but the Christmas Elf Lounge, a lot of them have given me the idea for at least. So again, like I said, that is. So they were just the shout out thank yous to suggestions that was made last year by our original MFer MJ Klotz, and also to with Fog TV, Paranormal Hunters of Guelph, Paul Lucer, and that kind of stuff. Some of the other live streamers I'm connected to, and the Relic the Clown, Velk Army, and so again, like I said, and there's a new one coming aboard. There's new live. Well, not. I can't say they're really new. They've been on before. They took a break for a while. But again, they are with them. They're an adult live stream shows, adult entertainment. So what they mean by that is some of the comedy is more adult comedy than anything stand-up comedy, where the guy takes all the old Disney cartoons and he changes all the words around. He's a very funny guy, but again, he is a licensed comedian. It was very funny. He's mainly offensive than anything. But he's a South African Jamaican fellow, really nice fellow, but two of them actually, and it's just some of the can be quite funny. So again, they're fine to be on Facebook Live as long as the top of the show title says 18 plus, and that kind of stuff as well. That they're actually posting in that they are an adult comedy. They're fine. So I guess that's how that kind of works with the Facebook company. But again, they're an adult, or what you call, they take the kids' cartoons and they're an adult version of comedy version of Disney. So they got like Cruella. He does Controller Tourism where he rescripts Cruella de Vil and all the characters from Disney. It changes. He can change some of it. He actually rewrites half the songs, but he is a very funny comic. He has had a lot of gigs though in the States. He's from South Carolina. And again, they have had a lot of gigs down there. I don't think he's had any gigs out here, hired for any gigs out here, bar gigs. Mainly, he's more suitable for a bar comedy than anything being in a bar with adults than he is, because he takes a lot of his work. He takes a lot of the old Disney cartoons like Aladdin, Little Mermaid, and that kind of thing, and he uses his own voice and to mimic the characters, and to rescript the characters and make the characters talk in his own words, and same with the singing to the musical end of it. He changes everything. That's why I said he's funny, but he's more offensive than anything. But he is so comical. But I guarantee his page will make you laugh. And that they actually have they actually call themselves Disney Queen of the Ratchet. prior to the kids Disney versions of it. Again, like I said, they've taken the kids Disney stuff, and he's twisted it all around. But he's more adult comic than anything. Like he's a type of guy you would hire in a bar quicker, in a bar comedy club quicker than you would at a kid's birthday party. I don't think he's ever done. I don't think he is the type that you would hire for a children's birthday party, but he is a type that you would definitely hire for an amateur, an acapella night in a bar or something like that if you were to host one. And that kind of stuff as well. Like he'd get up there and he'd let loose, and he'd be like loose with the characters. Again, I guess he travels with his own computer and computer software, and he brings up he's got the microphones, and he brings up the big cartoon characters, and he uses his own voice, and he actually gets these characters swearing, cursing, and everything else like that. It is so funny. I think he's a professional gamer too, if I'm not mistaken. Video gamer. Again, there's a lot of people with a lot of those talents. And I cannot share their orientations, those between the two guys. That's confidential. But the point is, they have very, what you call, I guess, very, very funny talent. If you want to call it talent. But yeah, they're okay to go Facebook Live, considering under the considerations, terms, or conditions, that they do post that they are restricted to anybody under the age of 18, because the way their content is in their cartoons. So keep that. Do keep advised of that. If you do follow their shows, and also to please no negativity, excuse me, of any kind. And MFers Live, excuse me, the pops back on. MFers Live is a PG, so that's open to anybody. The only time my shows ever go as high as restriction under 19 is like New Year's Eve, because the fact of when some of my friends come over or whatever, and that I go to the store and I buy myself a case of beer, and I may color it blue and it be in the glass. So as long as I'm doing it, because it's a New Year's Eve party, it's an adult social, I have to restrict it. Because the fact that because I'm going live on it, I have to restrict it to an age restriction. And that's so that means so that way, as long as I'm not using any music, I am okay on Facebook. To do that, or not doing any, or as long as there's no other, as long as my friends are kept under control. If they are having a few drinks or whatever, they're not getting into any hanky-panky on the side of the camera. There is difference on this side of the camera. There is some good type funny drama, and then there's just stupid street drama you don't need. So, as long as there's no street drama and they don't have to keep the problems outside, and they come in and have a good time, that's all that matters. And that so again, it is a BYOB. That means a bunch of friends get together, and they have to buy their own. They have to go to the liquor store, buy their own case of beer, and bring it with them. Again, that's one thing I can't supply. Again, I'm just buying myself my own case of beer, but I am going to apply the shrimp tray out, and the meat and veggies and the devil eggs, and that kind of thing. So that is so again, it's going to be here in the and what I call in my front, kind of my front living room, where I've got I have my Jokers on. My Jokers on Duty is completed, where I run my live stream shows out of. and that kind of stuff as well. So all my shows I did, Jokers on Duty Live. Actually, Jokers on Duty Live actually started in Peterborough, Ontario. It was founded in another group that I had formed when I was the first founding president of the Lift Lock Action Club in Peterborough. And that, again, Joker's Corner was another founder of mine and another lady, but she passed away. And that's where the members could get up and they could tell jokes and that kind of. It wasn't videotaped. But then in 2010, and when I ended up getting into buying a VHS video camera. I started putting it to a VHS movie. We put kind of what you call it, an air band, lip sync, a crazy karaoke, a stand-up comedy joke show, stand on a chair on wheels and fall off, stupid stunt show. So we kind of put everything kind of together to make it kind of funny. I got very good compliments when I did the Cyndi Lauper lip sync. But because we're on Facebook Live, I cannot do that for you this year. I definitely would love to, but Facebook has too much. We've even tried playing CDs in the background. We couldn't do it because Facebook wouldn't allow it. So, but too bad, because I would have been able to from my video that I had posted on YouTube, from my VHS tape that I had put together from New Year's 2010 going to 2011 when I did the funky crazy dancing and lip sync and everything from Cyndi Lauper to that kind of thing. And yes, I had a dress on, but we will not go there. So lipstick, everything. Boy, didn't I look cute. Just to let you know, I am well trained ever since high school. I've always been even from as low as public school. I've taken drama and performing arts courses. They're the only courses I ever did well in high school. Any of the other ones, I didn't do so well in. Lunch, I didn't do well in either. And people say, how could you never do well in lunch? It's lunchtime. All you do is sit on your tush and eat lunch. No, I didn't do so well in lunch because when I was in high school, I used to start all the food fights and get to the cafeteria. Say what we were in Army cadets, air cadets. Especially when you're on a military and your Army cadet basic training base or base board, and there's the three side of the bases. There's the Army side of the base. There's the Air Force side of the base, and you got the Navy side of the base. But all of them get together in one mess hall for lunch. Big food fight, because one's better than the other, or one starts on the other. You go crazy. But maybe they've now figured out how to actually separate them at lunchtime, each groups to themselves, more or less, unless they're on a bush training or whatever. And that way you guys don't even know who's who on a bush training, because anybody from the air, I was both Army and Air Cadets, but you don't know out in the bushes, out in the boonies, if you're out on what you call bush training, you don't know if it's the Army cadets or if it's the Air Cadets or Sea Cadets. Everybody's dressed alike in combat green. And mud and dirt from head to toe and camouflaging and, flowers or whatever in the woods, whatever they find, pine cones. Nobody knows who is who out there. So technically, you get into wrestling matches with your own guys. Especially when they got a game of capture the flag going on, and you put the other corps on one side, your corps on the other side. you're versing Army cadets, versing Sea cadets, Air cadets. You don't know half the other guys from your own guys. You don't know who's Sea cadets, who's Air cadets, who's Army cadets. You don't know the difference out in the woods. I remember that growing up as a teenager. You could never ever tell the difference because when we were kids we were not in uniform. We were out in bush trainings, especially with big bush training when we had to pitch your tent up in a swamp and hike through a swamp. That wasn't too fun. So and that kind of thing, and that was kind of, I was a teenager. I was like 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 8, 9, and that about 1998. Those years when I was a teenager. but yeah, so there's a little bit of a taste of a comedy there for you. Excuse me. I think now New Year's 2011. It's okay. I can do the update with kind of how the Jokers on Duty goes when they take over New Year's night. Night, which is me that does the Jokers on Duty. It is all, and it's also me that does the Timothy Plain show, and which hasn't fully has halfway started, but haven't fully started yet, and that kind of thing. So again, but it is me that does the Jokers on Duty, that did all the Jokers on Duty shows, the Haunted Hunter's Cabin, live, like live haunted house, for the 2 years, and the Christmas Elf Lounge, and also coming up the New Year's Eve live, celebrations. So again, it is technically I'm a one-man show. You don't see a lot of those around anymore. Very rarely. When I was growing up a kid, you didn't even see them at all. Even that generation, you didn't see much of that anymore. Where my grandfather was a kid, you used to see it all the time. Back in the war days, one man used to do all the entertainment. All you would change your costume, changing hats. But those there, it's been a long time since you ever seen anything like that. If you've been if you had probably had been following some of my Halloween shows or following last year's Christmas shows, bit of clips, bit by bit. Some of the shows you will see me appear in a wig now and then, different colored wigs. Sometimes you'll with a wig, sometimes with pink shorts, and nice girly top, and makeup. Again, it is just an enactment. It's what you call good drama, guys. It is good, funny drama, but. Again, it is also to some of the live streamers. Now there's one guy in the States. He does sell pearls, and I haven't got to that point yet. I've never ever got into registering to become a pearls or a pink baggage purse wholesales lady yet. Like how these others are. I have not gone that far yet. Or even as far as Avon. Okay. Catch you later, Ruth. Which Ruth is that one? I know a lot of Ruths. I had a bus driver by the name of Ruth when I was a child. And so yeah, so again, like I said, I've never gotten into any in any what you call selling ladies products or perfumes. That I have helped the Optimist Club the last couple of years here since I came back out this way. help, volunteer a fashion show. I haven't gotten to the point of being asked to be in the fashion show yet. Joker's on duty, but gradually, I hope Josie's not on either, because I better not put my foot in my mouth. I gradually volunteered, to walk out on that stage with lipstick, a wig on. Hey, but on a good fashion show, Joker's on duty, do it any day. For a laugh. No, just kidding. But yeah, so again, a little bit of a sense of humor. Now, some of the live streamers, they do a charity. There's a lot of good charities. Sometimes in the summertime, there's usually a lot of communities are starting to do it now, and it is a walk a mile in their shoes, as well. You city councilmen, men, yes, men. They get the men to do it. The women can't do it. It is the men that have to do it. The men actually have to go put on red high heel shoes and walk down Main Street in red high heel shoes. And it is a fundraiser for the women's shelter and different communities or whatever, if they still have them around. There's a cancer fundraiser. That is another thing that only men are allowed to do. Well, probably nowadays the women, but the women it would be too funny. But with the men, there is, for the Cancer Society, there's an international dress up as Women's Day for men. So again, it is an actual fundraiser day. And I think we already missed it. I think it was 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken now. Just after Remembrance Day there. That they do, that the men actually to support the cancer societies, men have to dress up as women on that day. There's one specific day where men have to, if they're to raise money for cancer, if they're into the charity end of it and they're going to raise money for cancer, there is an opportunity for men. That doesn't doesn't matter how big or what you look like. If you volunteer to do the charities or whatever, you have the choice that on that international. You don't have to. A lot of men just do it to raise money for cancer. It is like a fundraiser thing. It is what you call it is almost coming up to, like, even when it comes up to the pink ribbon day or whatever, for cancer, green ribbon or whatever. The men have got a different charity that the men do. So the men actually clean shave, put on dresses, high heels, walk around person. They walk around town dressed as women for cancer. A lot of communities are doing that. And there's one international day where they get to do that. I'm not referring to the original Pride Day. Again, there is an actual cancer dress up as women for Cancer Day. On top of that, and that kind of thing. A lot of people get a kick, but they do it for charity. So again, they do it to help support the local cancer society or cancer research and that kind of stuff as well. It is just one of those comical things, so I think we've already missed that one, because the states, they do it. They do it all through the states. So they have a day where in the United States, I don't know if Canada's ever tried it yet, but in the States, there is an International Women's for Cancer Day where men get to dress up as women to support the Cancer Society, to help raise money for cancer. So, and they actually have to go, if they volunteer to get so many sponsors, sheets or whatever, that they're going to dress up as a woman to support cancer on that certain day. Then they go out and they go out with the box with the cancer ribbons, and the men are dressed up as women. It is really, really cool. I don't know if we ever went that far yet in Canada, but I think, but I know the states did, and that kind of stuff as well. And it's been, I guess, it's been working too. They've been making, they've been doing a lot of fundraising. Ed's pulled in a lot of fundraisers. I would imagine, but yeah, so again, that's what they do. But back to my talent. That kind of slipped under the belt. Yeah, there's times where Jokers on Duty. When we had Jokers on Duty sessions, shows where sometimes we say they might even be completed, but now and from time to time, certain times a year, we do bring. I do have a special. I do have certain times a year where Jokers on Duty Live will actually do a special show. So again, so sometimes you can see me on here with a wig on, or, you know, and there are different styles of wigs or whatever. Again, and that kind of stuff to make people laugh. Now, if we hadn't been allowed the music, guys, I would have brought back a little bit of a flashback from New Year's 2011, going into 2011, where we had the stand-up comedy jokes, and then actually this time I actually do it live for you on live Facebook. With the comical funky dancing, the crazy suicide, what we used to call crazy suicide cut karaoke, lip sync, air band lip sync style. All kind of keep drawing the followers in to kind of make them laugh. But no, because with the issue with Facebook having with the playing CDs in the background, and with karaoke, you have to play music. You cannot sing karaoke without playing music. But yeah, so again, because we can't have, because music CD playing in the background is a big issue with Facebook. That kind of ruined our first plans for New Year's. Because we were going to go live with the big what you call crazy karaoke, funky dancing again this year, and that kind of stuff in the air band lip sync karaoke, and kind of make big fools out of ourselves for New Year's. But because Facebook has got a really big issue on the CD playing in the background, we would have to use CDs in the background and that kind of thing, and it'll upset Facebook staff company too much. And again, we will be dinging our shows will be constantly dinging all night long, and it'd be annoying. So again, like I said, so to avoid that, we're not going to use any music. We kind of had to scratch. We kind of scratched that part out of it, going doing it, perform actually getting up and doing a big funny New Year's Eve karaoke performance for you. So again, because of the issue with the music, we had to scratch that out. I do apologize for that. So again, we're kind of working with no music. So again, living it up, but like I said, it is. I'm going to try to put this time. I'm actually going to try to put some of the card scripts again. I don't know if I'm going to. I think again they're all mixed up. I can't find them. I have them around somewhere. The old script cards from 2011. The jokes were not written out right, so they were misspelt because my wife misspelt the words to the answers. And some of them just barely got good laughs. Some of them, just because it everything, all the wording was mixed up. Excuse me. So we're kind of looking at our own but new material for this year. We're gonna have kind of for New Year's. I was gonna go like a pink with a tablecloth. Now I was gonna go again tomorrow night, guys, will be the live Christmas Elf Lounge live 2018. Again, anybody can follow that. The Christmas Elf Lounge, guys, is open to kids because it's Christmas time. It's just the New Year's shows is going to be the one with the big party one is going to be different. New Year's adult celebration night with the kind of blue beer. So purple. So again, the tablecloth was going to kind of be pink and white color. It's not going to be pink and white. It's going to be a blue and white. So again, and also too, because there's going to be a shrimp tray out. We're gonna put like little shrimp on the top of the beer glasses. So so again, it is gonna be kind of you're gonna see me drinking a blue colored beer. Again, I'm buying my own beer, and so again, I'm gonna color it blue and put a little shrimp on the top of it, and that's gonna be our New Year celebration. And we're gonna be live all night long. So again, and so that is going to be quite good. So again, it is going now we don't know how the night's going to go. It can get very comical, guys. Again, it may actually get comical by memory. It may actually get comical by script card. Script card means that it's pre-written out, and you're reading by script cards. You're flipping. Like you're actually walking on the camera with cards and reading cards. A little bit like some of the like you see Steve Wilkos do with the flip cards. He's got the cards. He cheats when he does his shows. He never puts any of his stuff to memory. He's always reading off of these flashcards. Same with Jerry Springer. Only one that I ever seen, I have to grant, the only one I ever seen out of those talk shows that has got a good memory when it comes down to remember what he is saying is Murray Povich. I've never ever seen Murray Povich get on a show, sitting there, changing script cards in front of him. But like I have Steve Wilkos and I have Jerry Springer. So like I said, that's so again that is very comical. But again, like even in the new year, the Timothy Plain show is not going to go as that big. It is basically going to stay basically as just like it is now. Differently, again, it's going again. I've got my name in it. From time to time, certain occasions. Again, like when it comes down to only time you're ever going to see Jokers on Duty now, more so is in between. If you see a show, a special Jokers on Duty show, it's only gonna be like you're only gonna see that just for New Year's Eve night only every year. It is going to be that's where it's mainly going to fit in. It is be scheduled in. It is for New Year's Eve. Because that is more of that is ringing in always a new year. So we can fit that in and not an issue. But there's sometimes too we have, especially too sometimes on our shows, we sometimes sometimes the jokes just crack out when I least expecting it. So that's what makes it funny. And but again, like I said, we try to just make we're a type of show where we're like an amateur show. Again, I volunteer my time to come on here. I don't get paid to do this. Again, it is not a selling type show where you sell stuff. Um, like you see some of these pearls people. Pearl ladies come on here and they're always selling stuff. Or the psychic shows always on here, coming on here, making money. We're not those kind of shows. So again, it is basically my kind of show is kind of what you call a kind of what you call a volunteer comedy joke amateur show. Where it is sometimes we can get a little comical on the comical side and that kind of thing. We're not as bad. We're not as wild and bad as the Queen of Ratchet is. That the Queen of Ratchet has gone to what you call very the guys have gone to what you call to a very high adult entertainment level, to a restricted level. Yes, they do showcase the Disney cartoons, but again, it is like I said, he uses his own voice and he changes the voices to the characters, and he puts his own script in there, and he changes the voice change of them, and he actually makes them swear and curse and everything else. That's why he is an 18 plus adult entertainment only. So again, because when he gets going with these cartoon characters, he can get on the little. He's comical, yes, but how I mean he's more offensive because he can get a little perverted. So like I said. Like I said, so again, like he is, as long as he is posting, as long as he's posting on the top of his show pages, he has to post on the top of his shows. If he's got adult comedy content like that, he has to post on the top of his shows that he is an 18 plus show. He cannot pass. At first, like he was passing as a rated GPG show, he can't do that with his type, with the language that comes out of him, and on how perverted those characters get talking. He gets talking, and some of his songs, how he changes them with just because of profanity language being there. He has to put down that he is an 18 plus show. Again, that he's unsuitable for children. So that way it notes that. So he's actually pre-notified and noting everybody on there that he is only that you have to be at least 18 years of age or older to enter his live streams to follow, or he can block you out. So either block you, or if anybody gets in there under the age of 18 or whatever, and there's and that he'll actually check their Facebook page, and if he figures they're under 18 years of age, he will block them out or he'll ban them from his live streams. Because he doesn't want to take any chances, because the fact he is an adult show. So, but he is using children's cartoons. I personally would not. I've never ever. I wouldn't. I me myself. I'd never ever went that far. That right into it, like they have, but. But again, like I said, he is like I said, and then also too, there's another one on here that comes on here, guys. He's late at night. Those that are into horror movies. Now we're a little off this Christmas subject now. Those that are into any of the into a little bit of the horror movies. There's a guy that comes on now and then. He is actually and declared himself the Prince of Nightmare. So again, he is also titled. He's actually carries a label called that he is declared. He is known to be the Prince of Nightmare, which is his live streams titles is classic slashers of horror. um, so where he showcases different horror movies from Stephen King to anything. Wes Craven's West New Nightmare, Tales from the Crypt, and that kind of stuff. And sometimes, at times, he does draws and that kind of stuff too. Now, the Relic Army is again he does have at certain times Omega Mondays. There's a certain time when he's on at 8:00. He will have some children followers that do follow him with the parents. But then he also again then he has another show which is Creepy Hollows, which is an after dark show which he comes on very late at night. Where again he's more of an adult type content type comedy show, clown show. He is a clown. He is a musician and artist. Again, he's actually has his own band. He's actually the author that wrote that I'm a Soldier in the Relic Army. That is his his studio recording. He's a musician, professional rapper. Has been for years. He's out of Houston, Texas. So again, a lot of these other live streamers, not too many. There's not too many here in Ontario. A lot of these live streamers you see are not too many in Canada, Ontario here, like myself. There's very few. A lot of these live streamers, like it's the same with Santa Claus when he goes live, they go live from the United States, more so than anything. Again, they go live from all over the place, the States. There's not too many Canadian, Ontarians, Canadian people like myself going live on Facebook. They're just afraid to. It is a free service. Again, you don't have to pay for it as long as you're paying for internet, Wi-Fi, and you have a Facebook account, and you wanna get into live social media. You can go Facebook Live or Twitch Live TV. There's different options. They're free to register for. I like this one better, but again, like I said, Twitch you can do a lot more than you can Facebook. Or you can go YouTube Live. YouTube Live and Twitch are the only other two ones that you can actually use. You can actually have music. You can actually have music playing in your background of your live stream. Facebook you can't. So again, like I said, there is a total big difference turnaround there. Now there's odd times that people have slipped through. Again, there's but the thing is, it is but 3 days after they catch up with you, and you get notices. So again, like I said, so again, Facebook has always got to be CD free. I don't like it either myself, but it actually. The thing about it, the thing is with this having the privilege to play the CDs in the background, it's what draws the people in. More so, it is like a pull in. So again, it draws your followers right in. And so again, we're not gonna let, like I said, even though we can't use music, we have other, like I said, Joker's on Duty, Timothy Plain Show, and On the Clock, One Day at a Time Live. Is the other show that I did, and when we did Haunted Hunter's Cabin, again there is times we were able to slide music in. There was times we were not allowed to, and then there was times we were allowed to. Again, there was times we weren't allowed to. So it is kind of up and down. So again, we're at one of those times now where we're not allowed to. So again, it is. There's only certain times of the year. I guess there's only certain times. I guess there is. The Facebook is going to let the odd music in the background through. I didn't have to knock all that through on your live stream. But those are some of the updates on that one. And so it's going to be, I said, this is the first New Year's I've ever had that's going to be quiet. Quiet. It's not going to be so quiet anyways. We are going to, again, we are allowed to use, again, I have before on my live streams, I have used just my microphone on my karaoke machine with no music, and it's went through with no problem. It's for St. Patrick's Day. No, that was not an issue because in fact there was no music playing in the background. So again, like I said, so again, microphones we can use, considering the stuff don't squeal. So again, like I said, there is. Over time, I'm going to send away and buy myself another wireless set. I have bought one before from Amazon. I gave it to a friend of mine, and so because he that way he can use it when he's working the carnival. So that way, so again, over time, I'm gonna send away because I know where you can send away to buy them, and that, so and their shipping costs and that kind of stuff, and they're good for 100 range feet, and they're really good for my shows. So again, they go through a lot of batteries though. So again, like I said, that's again, we'll be able to be able to do more kind of stand up stuff. Now, New Year's, guys, it's gonna be more of a stand up thing than anything. Most of the time, you see me sitting down. And that kind of stuff as well. So I just want to give just kind of a bit of an update on how New Year's is going to look like around here for New Year's Eve, and that. So my wife is actually going to do up the devil eggs and that kind of stuff here, and it's going to be put out on the table and that kind of stuff. So you'll see me poking I'll have I'm limiting myself to have only a couple friends here to be on this side of the camera. Again, it's going to be live all night long. I'm going to be live all night long. I was going to actually see how long they could actually stand up for the whole night before 12 o'clock hits without falling down. No, that'd be too funny. But no, it is. I'm not going to be that mean. I'm not going to let them sit down. Because I was going to actually move the couch to another room and the chairs to another room and just have one big open area for everybody would have to stand up. They would not be allowed to sit down. Only me, the host, would be allowed to sit down. No one else. But I don't think that would go over too well. It is a Jokers on Duty night, like I said. There's been some Jokers on Duty shows where I never even sat down. My first Jokers on Duty show that I did in 2010, going to 2011, did I ever sit down? No, I couldn't. I wasn't even drunk that year either. That year, New Year's had come. I spent all my money on Christmas, and that year when we were doing the VHS for Jokers on Duty, that New Year's, I wasn't even drunk in the VHS video. Now my VCR is out of commission now because the nozzle in the back is broken off. I got a VCR, but I got the old VHS tape that I made when it was funny. And nowhere for the taping of the clippings for each set. Again, they were mixed up from Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, all the way into the New Year's Eve 2011. Now, that was a birthday dedication to my mother before she passed away. So when she passed away in 2017 of June, Again, that was 2011, so I was living in Peterborough. That was after just 2 years after, a couple of years after Fran and I had just got had just got married, and before we came out this way. So again, that was kind of one of her birthday videos, dedication, especially with some of with the funny dancing and the cooking, the cooker's corner. Everybody, I tell you, that was hilarious. Have you ever seen the cooking corner? I have one of those Christmas chef hats. I haven't even seen them here or on sound. It is a nice Christmas chef's hat, a red. I used to have one, and it had different sayings on it. It said "Kiss the Chef" on it. Or they had "Merry Christmas" on it, or whatever. It had different sayings. But usually used to bring them out for Christmas time. It was so funny. I haven't seen them here. I don't think I've ever seen them since it came out that way. I did have it in my bag when I came out this. I might have lost it somewhere in my travels. It happens. So again, like I said, there is, and that, and we're basically not a clown show. We're a comedy, like I said, we're a comedy amateur show, live on Facebook. Now we're on live Facebook. Before it was just VHS. Before I figured out this live thing, but again, because we can't use music on Facebook, we wouldn't last through the whole night. Doing reacting out the scripts, all the clips that I did for 2010 going into 2011, and that kind of thing without getting warning notices after warning notice for copyright notices. We'd be Facebook would be dinging us all night long. So the company staff, the people that own the software, so. Because we can't use music, we had to scratch that out. I was going to bring that was in my works in my notes to actually let you guys see that for this year. But instead of seeing it in the video clips that I posted on Facebook, and that you actually get to see it live on live stream. Me live. Doing the karaoke dancing and that kind of thing, all the funny, funky dancing you've seen and that kind of stuff again. But again, because Facebook's got big issues with music, we cannot do that because you need the music to do that to keep the beat going. So you have to rely on the music for that because that's what keeps you in timing. Again, it's like playing an instrument. It keeps you in timing. So every hand, it's just like mime acting. I did that as well when I was a teenager. Again, it's like keeping everything in timing more or less as well. Same with drama, performing arts when I took it in public school, high school. Then after I came out of high school, I went into and helped organize another group, which was through Peterborough. Which was help organize another group that was it's an actual drama club that does drama and performing arts, which was formed through the Theatre Guild in Peterborough, the show place, and it was another group called Dream Players. And it's for people that have are on disability, like myself. And that helped them if they want to learn about drama, performing arts, acting, and that good drama. None of this Wyerton street drama I've been seeing. So again, like that's not drama. I don't know how people can call that drama. That's not drama. That's just definitely not drama. Sorry, there's a difference. There's good drama and there's bad drama. And some people just don't know the difference. Only street drama I ever did was standing on the street corner of Toronto in a black mime outfit and makeup and mocking everybody walking by the street. But that was still street drama, but it was not as bad because it was a group of us through an organization. So it was through MTC, which was which was a mime theater uh, mime theater clown association. So again, it was that we were involved in. So again, it was part of an actual. It was part of different groups like Dream Players and that kind of stuff as well. No, I was not the founder of it. There was somebody else that was the founder of it. Again, I just when I was with People's First in Peterborough, I used to help organize some of the events and that they used to have, and that kind of stuff. So that's something Wyerton should be looking into, starting something like that too. I don't think they'll ever will. Just a thought. Since you got a lot of drama people, it's a drama town that everybody calls it. I think it's more of a soap opera drama than anything you see downtown and anything here. It's like that anywhere. I think that is just too funny. But it is that's why my talents, I kind of now stick to just Facebook Live. So again, it is and then there's a group out of Toronto. Again, it is called the Famous People's Players Theatre Light Performing and Art Center. So again, it is they actually buy the glow in the dark suits that they wear under the black lighting, and they do different Disney shows and that kind of stuff as well, like Alice in Funkenland. Sorry, I'm on the Christmas shows. Funky Land. Sorry, I forgot. It's a Christmas elf lounge shows. Yeah, it's a mixed show. It's one on New Year's yet, so I can't slip like that until New Year's. Man, that just slipped.
Getting mixed up there, babe.
Getting mixed up. Try to say Funky Land. Some type of hippie land. I don't know. Some type of hippie land.
Don't rush the month, okay?
No, I can't do that. And that kind of stuff too. So again, just kind of a bit of a Christmas sense of humor, guys. Here, when I was in public school, we did a production called Surfing Santa. It's a musical. Stupid one at that. But it was funny. Apparently, it is about a game. The elves, they're working very hard in the workshop, and they con this evil elf shows up to there's always an evil villain elf that shows up that tries to boss and take over everything. He's a bully. So thinking he's God, and he takes over the place. And so he comes in, and he's a crook, and he comes in and he takes over the North Pole, tries to take over the North Pole, and he gets his way for a bit. And so he can corrupt the North Pole. So he turns around and takes over the North Pole, and he cons Santa onto a game show and try to pawn him off to the Barbados for a vacation. And so Santa's so dumb enough to fall for it. So he goes on vacation, and his evil elf works his evil plan, takes over the North Pole. And so he's out surfing on the waves, enjoying the nice hot Barbados Hawaiian sunshine. He gets a visit from one of his head elves, and alert him he has to go back to the North Pole and save the North Pole because it's corrupted, and this evil elf is terrorizing the North Pole. So it goes into like a bit of a, again, it is a drama, but it is a musical, but it is where they go to save the North Pole, and they have a couple bit of a mocking fake fight scenes. So again, it was very, very comical. Again, it is a big production. Again, it was a big city production. When we were in school, when I was going up about grade 8 before I went to high school, we did that. We were part of that, and it is a link to a big choir So again, that does all the musical, that does all the singing, and they actually hire a choir for it, and then the actors um, play for audition for roles. Um, that one, I was in the choir. I was part of the school choir. That was the singer. Not all the singers get paid; just the conductor gets paid. It'd be nice if all the singers in the choir got paid, but no, it did not work that way. So again, it was because we were kids. We were in the choir. And then the year before that, there was another one that wasn't really Christmassy. It was I Need a Vacation. It was a different one. Now I got into the play role for that one. There was a couple of them embarrassed the heck out of me. I'll tell you that now. There's that one there was where I auditioned for the role. I originally auditioned for the role as Elvis. I didn't get it; it was too short. So I ended up getting the role as Baby Bobby Joe. The kid I have to pee in the back seat of the car. Bugging the parents the parents are threatening to pull the car over or whatever. Again, it was one of those. One of those comedy kind of productions, and it was quite funny. And the guy that actually played the role of Elvis, again, on the Las Vegas scene, he was really good. He was really tall, so he had the right height, the right hair color. He fit the role perfectly. He's went on. He's old. He's about. I think he's about the same age as me now. But he went on to actually be an imitator, and that as an actual licensed imitator for Elvis. So again, to replace an Elvis imitator, impersonator. But so again, like I said, so I didn't play the role as little bit Bobby Joe, and it was they're going to do the Grand Canyon, and they go to Las Vegas, and that kind of this family does. And it's so comical, and that, and I also end up playing the role as the bat boy in the baseball scene, where you bring up the baseball bats, baseball gloves, and the baseball scene, and the baseball players come on stage and they're mocking the baseball game. It was one of those quick scenes, and again, there was a choir. And again, it was another musical. There was another, and then, after that, I went into high school, and my first year in high school, I went into drama performing arts. There's 2 plays that I won, both of them. I kind of kicked myself in the butt for. I said I'd never do it again. Again, we had a choir. When I was in high school, we did Thomas A. Stewart. There was a big production of The Wizard of Oz. No, this is embarrassing. I was supposed to play the wizard behind the big screen that they had made their own props up for the school play. Change of plans because the young girl that had was supposed to play Dorothy called in sick. She couldn't come to school. So I put my foot in my mouth and I said I'd do it. And I went and I had to wear the ruby slivers, a blue dress to get all. Boy, did I not look cute. So again, like I said, so I had to do her role, pick up her role. Again, that was, again, I kicked myself in the butt after that one. So again, but somebody had to do it. Nobody else would do it. A last minute type thing. They couldn't get anybody else to do it. So I volunteered, and plus they had asked me as well if I was okay doing that. I said, yeah, I was okay. I volunteered, so I didn't mind. Then there was then the year after that, when I was in high school, we did when it came around Christmas time in high school. Again, this was back when I was in high school, about but way back in the 90s, we did the production of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Again, did I go in audition? I went in audition for the role of Santa Claus. I didn't get it. Somebody else beat me because they were better than I was for the Santa Claus role, anyways. And then they said, "Well, here, how about you audition for Grandma?" I said, "Okay, fine, audition for Grandma." Didn't get Grandma either. So they said, "We have one position left, but you don't have to audition for it." I said, "Okay, what is it?" They said, "Do you mind being the reindeer's rear end?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." I with the costume on. I'm the reindeer's rear end. Rudolph is rear end. In a costume. Well, another guy in front of me, the drama teacher, the actual drama teacher, he got to be the front part of the reindeer. Rudolph, I got the rear end. I got stiffed. But man, again, we got through. So those I look back, those are my funny times. But yeah, more of a comical times than that. But so then I hooked up with then after I came out of high school, I hooked up with other street teams and that were going around, and they had mime gigs going, and I jumped in on the mime wagon. I was a mime clown for so many years with the youth group I used to belong to with Youth Wave. Not with their school part of it. The school part of it had their own, and the Youth Wave had their own group. They had separate groups that used to go out. We were the weekend. Their school was not the weekend group. Their school was their what you call their summer travel group that goes over to Bulgaria or the different country missions. We were just a local weekend group. So again, we used to do the local streets of Peterborough, and used to mime act in the streets of Peterborough. We have bands going, that kind of stuff, and we used to travel down as far as Montreal, Quebec, Deserano, locally and within Ontario, and that kind of thing. And their actual mission group that went overseas over the summers went as far as different areas, like different countries, like Germany, Bulgaria, all these different countries that they went to, that they always talked about to do mime missions, mime performing. So yeah, I was not that lucky. Some of them went to lucky clowns. They went to Ireland. They went as far as Ireland. I went as far as Southern Ireland, Eastern, Western, Derry, as far as Scotland, UK, England, Northern Belfast, Dublin, Ireland. So Cape Breton. They went all over. But yeah, so like I said, that's so again. But our weekend group, we were lucky because there was a time we went down to Six Flags there in the lake, and that kind of stuff as well. Down as far as the amusement park, because that was when they had the big, what you call, the youth group, all the the way I put it, the Pentecostal Association takes over the theme park for the youth groups, and it's a big youth conference again, and they buy out the whole entire park. They totally rent the park, and they rent it out, and they buy it out so the public can't buy it. So again, it is a big youth conference. So again, the whole Pentecostal organization sets up there, and they got all these preaching tents going, and they got all these shows, Christian bands going, rock bands, concerts, rap concerts, everything from the Veggie Tales to mime clowning, big conference down there, and they all meet. They have this one big week at Six Flags Darien Lake, which is called Kingdom Bound. Again, people used to go. Everybody from every denomination was able to pay for it to go to it, to travel down to it. Like everybody from the Salvation Armies, Baptist churches, Pentecostal churches. It was open to all the different youth groups that used to travel to it. They used to take bus loads down. KYFC used to take, yes, KYFC, not KFC. KYFC is Kawartha Youth for Christ Associations. So again, they provide all the drop-in centers that they open up for the street teens and that, where they get to play video games and that kind of stuff like that. A clean place for them to go to, a drug-free place, and they got they used to have shuffleboard tournaments. Again, summer camp programs. Again, they used to have rock climbing, a lot of sports like ice hockey, baseball, soccer, football, Nintendo, drop-in center nights, movie nights. They used to have all that kind of stuff. Shuffleboard nights. Foos hockey. Foos hockey. I remember that on my teenage years. I'm too old for that stuff now. I'm like 38 now, but like I said, it was quite interesting. I know how they used to have it all set up. They used to, and they do they used to do like a big what you call amateur, what you call talent night, gas night. They used to call it. They used to have another drop-in center at one of the local churches down there called the Wormhole. Some newfie fisherman thought of it. So again, it was like sports and that, like gym sports or whatever. They used to have especially they used to have put bags of chips out for the kids to pick out on, and literally they didn't divide them up. They actually would put the full bags of chips, cut them open, put them up out on the table, and some of the teenagers actually, as they like the brand of chips, nobody else was getting any. They were walking away with a whole full bag of chips. So you had to be first come, first serve in line to get some chips. Or you weren't getting there, because all the good chips would go. Especially pop. Oh man, they were bad with that. But that was funny. But no, there's a bit of comedy there from kind of from my teenage years or whatever. And they used to have after every youth group, they used to congregate at McDonald's. I tell you. You take a bunch of Pentecostal teenagers into McDonald's, it's the worst thing ever. Talk about a food fight. I tell you, they're bad. It is. You don't have to worry about the Salvation Army teenagers being bad. It's the Pentecostal teenagers the worst. Charismatic teenagers are the worst, man. They're out of control when they're in there. I'm not even supervised. So I mean, they're all, once they get off the bus, we're not losing McDonald's. Nobody knows where they go. In there. They're not a respectful bunch. And I remember we used to sit there till midnight, because that's how late the dining was open on one store, anyways. But that kind of stuff too, and they used to sit there with the youth leaders, crack jokes, and they used to make fun of each other and that kind of stuff for a while. Again, and there was also too. There was when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager too, there was a lot of things I was involved in when I was a teenager. I've done too much in my life growing up. As a teenager, being involved in a lot of things, and when I became of age, again, I was a member of the Peterborough Legion, Branch 52 for about 5 years, or close to 5 years, anyways. And I used to carry colors for them, and that was another thing I used to do after I came out of cadets. I think I was too worn out to pass the aptitude test to get the Canadian Armed Forces. That's probably why I failed, because I was just too worn out of everything. I had too much on my mind going when I was a teenager. I'd done everything from karate, ice hockey.
I filmed Curry.
No, we didn't. That's not Curry.
Yes, it is. Smell it.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's not chili powder, so it's curry.
Oh, maybe it is.
Or is this the paprika?
That's a paprika.
Oh,
We don't have curry.
I tried.
You're an Indian and you don't know the difference between curry powder and paprika? Man, I thought you people out of the hall would know the difference.
Yeah.
What?
Do me a favor.
What?
Go jump in the lake.
Can't, too cold this time of year.
Aw.
I'm freezing my butts.
Oh, poor baby.
Not healthy. No, I'm not polar plunging again. I did that once. Did not like it. I did it for people. I have again. Am I doing that?
Chili's cooking.
Yeah. So I just like teasing her again. We're going. So again, like I said, we have a lot of comedy and laughter around. Excuse me, around here. So again, Joker's on duty. You can tell he's almost getting ready for a big night coming up, New Year's Eve party. So again, that is so. Feel free to jump in on New Year's and follow that stream because we'll be live with Joker's on duty, which is also me that does Joker's on duty. I'm the one that does all the different costume changes, and that kind of stuff as well. I had a costume change clips and that kind of thing with sunshades. Kind of stuff too, even the Christmas Elf Lounge and that kind of stuff too for Christmas. So again, the Christmas Elf Lounge goes up to the 24th of December, which is Christmas Eve, because then that's when all the elves disappear. You don't see them again for a whole nother year. And then, like I said, then December 31st is our big Joker's on duty. Happy New Year's Eve Lounge, TV show. So, party show. So again, like I said, there is no music. As much as we tried and love to try to add an introductional music to make it sound professional, we can't do that even. So I guess, and then unless we can come across non-copyright music, which is hard today, again, there is, like I said, as long as we can come across some type of music that doesn't contain copyright and it's not going to be recognized, or groups that have been from like the early 70s or whatever like that before the copyright even came in. That considering it hasn't been redone or used by movies, Sony Pictures or any type of picture production company, and has actually been copyrighted over the years, redone and copyrighted. That's like we're always open to look for the non-copyrighted music. The sound effects for Halloween, they went through with no problem, because again, it is a dollar store disc. It is not copyrighted disc. So like I said, there is music out there we can use. That does not contain any copyright, but I have not come across any of that kind of music yet. I'm still searching to see that basically our shows can actually use and claim. So that doesn't contain copyright. So that is not going to get us the notices and that kind of thing, or be recognized that it is owned by today. It's got a copyright security on it. Because there is music on the market you can buy. There's certain orchestra musics, Triptograma House thing. Some orchestras that did not copyright their stuff. If it's orchestras that like Jerry Goldsmith that's used for movies, you can't use it. Copyright. So again, like I said, it's whatever we can come across, basically. Even if there's some type of classical music that is, man, that's to put you to sleep. We even tried using Wiccan music. For religion, it's copyrighted. So again, it is, and somebody says, oh, use gospel. When I use gospel, guess what? No matter old gospel, Southern Baptist, First Baptist gospel, they said anything religious, they said is not copyrighted. Bazinga, It's copyrighted. So somebody owns it. Somebody's redone it. It's got somebody's name. Somebody's name has claimed it. There's a name claim on it. Ownership that is owned by somebody. So again, it is we're just before we can actually try again the music department for these shows to bring them up a little bit more for you. We have to find out exactly. We need to actually find out what music is available that does not contain any copyright at all. So again, which is kind of nowadays, it's kind of hard to find. Again, because there's nothing on the market today that has never ever been redone and has been copyrighted. So again, and like even your mobile apps that you got on your mobile phone for your live stream, they ding you to copyright notice too on that too, the music on that as well, because it's like to an ownership or somebody. So like I said, it's a crazy world we're living in today. So basically, what we do is we're again when we do come up to New Year's Eve, guys, on the New Year's Eve night, big party celebration. Again, it is going to be party celebration, but there's not going to be no music. As far as for props, we can use strictly just a microphone and our HD live stream camera. That is it. So again, we're going to try to keep it quiet in here if possible, especially where we especially we're going to have like a bit of a social here. So again, a bit of a comical hour, and that too as well. I'm surprised when I live streamed the fashion show last year, it just barely picked up. I had to do what you call an audio resetting because the fact that with Midnight Blue Rodeo playing, because again, musicians copyright. And but I'm also going to when I'm out when I do my CD shopping, and some month I might check the thrift stores to see, because sometimes the thrift stores they have good like old stuff that goes way back to classical stuff that may go back to like the 1920s, before the copyright era laws ever came out. So if it says on the back of the CD, it'll say on the back of the CD if it is copyright, if it's under copyright protection or it's non-copyright. A lot of stuff today it'll say copyright protection, security protection. But there's some old CDs out there that are floating around these flea markets, maybe floating around the odd flea markets, yard sales, and that kind of stuff. That actually have never ever been copyrighted. If the back of the CD says it's not copyrighted, it's safe to use. It goes through. Playing in the background on your CD player. But unless it hasn't been redone, like I said, their files have been pulled, and another artist, even if it's the original artist is dead, another artist is probably hasn't come along by now and actually redid everything. So again, like I said, it's so again right now, until we can find the right music to suit our shows that we're allowed to use. Where our shows have to contain no music. So again, it is. So again, we're always trying to work on, still trying to carry it alive as possible, or lively as possible. and that kind of stuff as well. So it is. Everything goes well, and everybody's having a good time, having a good laugh. I'm not even surprised Karina actually gets through with half his stuff. Tell you, and he changes the words to everything to a microphone, but yet he's still using the same music that's owned by Disney. And I'm surprised he's not getting in heck with Facebook. Oh man, I tell you. I do not know how those boys get around it. I really do not know. I don't want to know, but again, they're just so funny. And they're using copyright protection for material, and I got stuff like that. But just the background music alone itself, from the soundtracks to the Disney movie cartoons. I mean, even if you change the words or not, the music itself, from the soundtrack, motion picture, Disney motion picture soundtracks, will be still copyrighted, because it's linked to movie publishing. So again, it is. That's what I said. I just have a whole time laughing. That's why I said those guys crack me up laughing. Same with the Mellow Clown. He plays his own CDs that he published and made, but then on top of that, he's playing other people's CDs on his show, and he gets around. That guy gets around Facebook too much. It's so funny how he does. I don't even know how he does it either. I tell you the truth, without them getting on his tail. Because I can't even pop in a simple CD in here on my karaoke machine. I even sing karaoke, and ding 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 goes Facebook company, Facebook company software people that owns the thing. Sending you notice will have to notice. So, like I said, it's just I gotta watch some of these other live streamers. It's just they just make me laugh so much. Just how they they sit there, the actually, and the other thing is, even when you write at the top, I see a lot of people right at the top, but still, it just encourages Facebook to attack you even more, a software company, because I even did it a couple times. If I played a CD in the background or whatever, I put on do not own the rights to the background music. But again, Facebook, it just encourages Facebook to attack your Facebook a lot quicker. So again, because they read it, right? But some of these other people, they put that all in there, and they don't have a problem. But I wouldn't be surprised if one of these days, or one point in time or another down the road, they're going to start having dinging issues. Because if you write that in, no matter if you write that in or not, it just encourages the Facebook agents, if they're on, get on there and to jump at you a lot quicker. And that kind of thing. They're either sending you notices or they're quick to call your house. Because it's got all that information on you. Because when you register at Facebook, you have to no matter if it is kept private or not, it still goes to a main system, to their system, and they still have ways of picking up on your registration form for Facebook. So they know everything about you. They know your telephone number, your address, everywhere where you live, everywhere, your IP address, everything, PC address. Yeah, they know everything. Email address, what you look like. They've got it well secured, totally locked and secured in their system. And even if somebody's on Facebook going by a false name, they've got because eventually Facebook, to register Facebook, you have to put in your real name and information, or it doesn't go through. So technically, even if they put the real name in to register the Facebook, but then over time change their name setting, if some of the other streamers are going by false names, they know their Facebook staff knows the real name off the bat, anyways, because it's in the system. So again, there's a little bit of a bit of kind of again, another comedy session and that kind of thing. So I don't think the Elves Little Game by Charles Dickinson or the Elves Little Games by Charles Dickens Facebook staff didn't work. I don't think it worked. Well, that's okay. But at least it was a good laugh. I have to grant that. That was a very funny laugh. I got a laugh at myself too. And that kind of stuff as well. And so we're not even going to attempt to try to play CDs again in the background or movies. Another thing is video games is not bad either. There's a guy again a couple times. Be careful if you're playing video games on here because that's another thing they pick on. Again, if you're playing live video games on live stream, it is not, after a while, it is another thing that Facebook gets sticky on. Is again that will cause you to get copyright strikes and notices. Is the video games. A lot of people don't really clue into that until after they get hit with them. They'll get haunted with them. That and movies. Movies I can see, yes. But they're actually starting to nail the people playing video games and any CD music in the background. So all live Facebook streams have to be music free unless the Facebook itself sees real live DJs up there or real live musicians up there playing their own stuff. But even them and playing their own stuff. Prada West is a celebrity rapper. He was doing his own recording his own album, an album he wrote, and his own CDs that he published. He was listening to his own CDs that he had published, and Facebook still attacked him. I tell you, oh man, they got him ticked off. And it was his CD that he had published. It was his own songs that he wrote. Rap songs that he wrote, and then Facebook got on there and tried to say, got on there and sent him notice that said that doesn't belong to you, it belongs to somebody else. He was so offended. My Uncle Terry had the same problem a couple times too, and with his band and that kind of thing. And he's a licensed musician band. Now some of the stuff he sings in his band, honestly, they've got permits and rights from other bands to play what they play, but again, he is still he still got that too. I think a lot of the musicians have got attacked by Facebook. Excuse me, software corporation. Excuse me. So and that kind of so we're not going to take any chances. So again, we have wonderful New Year's. I definitely like a Christmas. So that's why there was part of the Christmas Eve lounge, Christmas Elf Lounge. We had cut the CD player right off, and so we had to because some of the agents were actually sitting in and watching the live streams. They do that too. They sneak in on you. They have a little black eyeball icon that comes up in your little window. When you see that little black eyeball, it's an agent. It is a Facebook corporation agent that owns the software. I mean, they can be from anywhere. They don't have to be from Canada, US here. They could be from anywhere in the world, another country, whatever. Again, they come in, and from time to time they'll sit, and when they know when you go live, they'll sit there and they'll watch you to see if you're playing any copyright material in the background, and they're ready to nail you at any point in time. So again, it is part of a cybersecurity movement. So again, like I said, so that definitely. When we started seeing those eyeballs sneaking in, we technically had to cut the Christmas music right off. You don't want to take any further chances with it. So again, we had change again. Our shows had to change direction again. Um, so again, so that's what they do, and that kind of stuff too. There's sometimes there's certain times that you don't ever see them come in, and there's times they sneak in on you when you least expecting it, and they pop up on your friends list. They're not even on your friends list, and they do pop up in here. So you have to really watch because they will pop up on your friends list, and they'll sit there watch your live stream. Um, and to see what you got going on in the background, to see what kind of if you've got any music playing or whatever. They're very sneaky at times. But yeah, so again, like I said, so again, live Facebook again. So live Facebook again. We finish up the Christmas Elf Lounge for this year on December 24th, and Christmas Day will be the tour through the lounge and how it's set up. And then Christmas Day, the Christmas Elf Lounge is coming down. It's going to change. We're actually changing it over. Kind of start decorating for New Year's. So that way we got that ready to go. And New Year's night is going to be the big Joker's on Duty New Year's Eve show. Didn't I not just see you out here?
Do you want supper or do you want to starve?
I want supper.
Then button that lip.
I just bugging her. So those are some of the updates, and so anyhow, again, we're getting a little hospitality here for New Year's Eve at least. There's going to be again. It's a closed Elf Lounge too tonight. So again, we did our show earlier today. It's going to be like a not bad. I got gum in my mouth too. Bubblegum doesn't taste good with chili.
Spicy enough or no?
Yeah, spicy enough.
It'll be a while though.
Yeah, it's still too warm.
Huh?
It's still too warm. Ugh. Doesn't taste good with bubblegum. Ugh.
2 is high, right?
Huh?
2 is high, or is it low?
That's low. High is all the way up. You should ask Jamie what it's like being on how high it's like being getting high. He gets high all the time.
No.
High as a kite.
1 is low.
Oh, okay. He knows the difference between low and high.
Would you behave?
Just kidding. I'm kidding. Still doesn't taste good. Chili doesn't taste good at all. Bubblegum. Ugh. Disgusting. It tastes like dental soap. Ugh. Fluoride. And anyhow, so I kidding, by the way, guys. Again, there was a little bit of the update. I'm gonna have a shrimp tray set up here, a cheese tray, probably crackers, shrimp tray, kielbasa, Canadian salami meat, probably pizza flavor this year. Devil eggs. My wife's gonna do devil eggs and that kind of stuff as well, and that kind of stuff as well. So it's gonna be an interesting, funny night. And there's still a little bit more I have to add in. to make it kind of New Yearish, make it in the background New Year's looking. So that way it is. Um, so that night is going to go be a good night and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's just me and a couple of friends I'm having over. One's coming. So he knows the drill. He knows he has to buy his own case of beer if he wants beer to drink, or he has to bring his own pop. So again, and that kind of thing is it's a BYOB. Right. Means he's got to go. He's got to go to the liquor store if he wants beer. He's got to go to the liquor store buy his own beer for that night, and so I'm not supplying. I'm not supplying the alcohol. Can't do that. I'm only buying for myself. But I basically again I'm supplying the food coloring, and if he wants the food coloring in it like mine, and the fruit and the shrimp tray, I'm gonna buy the shrimp tray and meat, kind of meat and veggie trays and that kind of stuff too. So and that kind of stuff as well. And again, so far there's just one. Again, I can only hold up to as high as 4. I can't go any higher. This place is too small. I can't go any higher than 4 people. So it'll get too crowded. And it's also too. It's gonna be an all-night live stream. So again, I will be live. It will be Facebook Live. So again, part of the kind of the New Year's celebration. So we're kind of jumping in on the New Year's wagon with all the other live streamers because a lot of people are gonna be on Facebook's gonna be packed of people live streaming their live. Just hoping I can get on live. I'm just hoping live streaming will be strong enough. Everybody around the world doing their live streams for Facebook. They don't go all night. I'm going again. My live streams are going to go all night at totally a full length stream like I usually do. Again, we're going to make it through the whole entire night, and that kind of stuff as well. I am going to work on putting the flashcards. Probably do the flashcards. Or it depends on how comical the night gets on its own. You never know. So again, it is for the comedy wise, for kind of it is a let loose night for the joking around and that kind of stuff as well. So again, like I said, this year, at least this year compared to 2011. I'm actually gonna have a good time. Now I'll be getting into the happy juice for real this time. 2011, that was just all the VHS one that you seen I put on Joker's on Duty from 2010 going to 2011. I wasn't drinking in that one. Having a good time. I was sober when I did those acts. I was just acting. So again, it was the talent too. So no matter what, no matter the talent, I'm at home, so I can't be kicked out of anywhere. So again, I'm in my own home. I'm not in an actual. It's not like I'm, down in an actual bar, going down to the bar room, where they can kick you out if you get foolish. But in my own home, I can. I've got it on. I got again. I just buy the stuff I need for New Year's, and put it away, and I don't touch it till New Year's, and so that way I have my own I have my own beer stash for New Year's. I'm actually in my own home. So again, it is yeah. So I'm live streaming from my own home. So it is a Joker's on duty night for sure. And hey Nathan, how you doing? Excuse me. And so those are some of the updates. I also too have got again. I've got again. I've turned my desk around the other way. So when I start, excuse me. When I start the Timothy Plain shows again in the new year, I can rotate my camera around so you can actually see behind me. Right now, behind me is right now the New Year's area. Happy New Year's area is covered for a reason. Right now, the table now is covered because of the fact that we're right now is the Christmas Alpha Lounge live. So on Christmas Day, you're going to see that this will slowly be prepared to open up. So again, it is going to be one flat floor. It'll be one flat again. It is nice carpet back there. I got nice carpet in this place too. This needs a good. Sometimes it just needs a good vacuuming. It's fine. Again, so this thing here will move when it comes down to the New Year's Eve night before New Year's Eve. This here will move, and we're gonna move that, and we're gonna open this up here so the cameras are focusing this way, so you can see. So we got it closer up so you can see what's going on around the table. So again, you'll actually be able to see the social. So I will not be sitting down on my tushy wishy like I do like all my shows. Caboosey woosey, I call it. And so again, you know what? I have room for a Christmas tree, but yet I didn't get around to buying one this year. I don't think I'm ever going to get a Christmas tree. So the little red flower pot, the artificial flower pot back there, that red flower is my Christmas tree. And that's my Christmas tree. You guys can see a bit of it back there by the blue little white little Kusha cart buggy. It needs a new wheel on it. It's a good cart. It just needs a new wheel on it. That vacuum cleaner is old. It don't work. But yeah, so again, we were, and so anyhow, again, we just wanted to introduce ahead of time, since it's a close since the Christmas Alpha Lounge. We already did that today for you guys. It'll be on again tomorrow night. It's a closed lounge, so I can again. It is again. So again, it opens up tomorrow night, and goes December 24th, and with more the stencil and the stencil and coloring shading in, and the flowers. I do apologize for that, guys. I didn't get around to getting any of the working on the Christmas ones. They're going to take too long to do, so again, I have to wait till next year to do the Christmas ones. But again, we got flowers for Christmas at least. This is gonna be one hippie Christmas. Again, it's gonna be some type of a hippie party too. Also, to talk about a hippie party. Again, like I said, there's the way our building management is. Even though they've legalized the cannabis weed or whatever, the building owner does not accept it in the building. So I said to my friends that are coming, I said, please leave it at home. It doesn't cause any trouble for me. Because we have the guy that runs the building here is still persecuting it. He doesn't want it in the building. So again, he'll persecute anybody that their company or any tenant that's caught with it. So again, it is, yes, he is breaking some boundaries and some laws, but he's too power. He's I'm on good grounds with him, and I don't want to lose my good grounds with him. So I want to like to keep it that way, stay on good grounds with the guy, if possible. So again, like I said, it is so I've said to the people that are coming, the friends that are going to come, if they do it, please do not bring it here. Not that I'm against. I am not saying that I'm against it. It is not what the way our ownership of our building is. It is not welcome in this building. It'll cause too much trouble. Again, and plus the fact that we do have neighbors that will probably also to phone him immediately if they smell anything like that. And plus, it doesn't help when he does everything out of his home. He doesn't do anything out of an office because his home telephone number is right on the front panel as you come in the door. Both of them actually, the actual superintendency cleaners and the head guy. Goes right to their homes. It doesn't go to an office or a machine. It goes right to their direct home. So again, it is. We under respect. I've told my friends, if you're coming to this, if you're following up on the invite, you're coming to this New Year's Eve. Leave the green stuff at home. Don't bring it here. Because I don't want any trouble with the owner of the building. So again, like I said, it is. So again, and also keep that under respect. And another thing I told my friends too, I said again, also too, I said it's going to be a fun New Year's night. A group of friends socializing together. I've also told them, I said, please leave your negativity and problems at home. Do not bring them with you. Again, it is about New Year's. It's about going into the new year. It is about making a better year for people. So again, like I said, it is no negativity allowed here either that night. I've actually made that clear with the one guy. And he knows that because all live streamers, if you notice, all live streamers, even no matter if you see them walking down the street, or you see us walking down the street, or in public, or sit in a coffee shop, we're not bad people. You just sit in a coffee shop. No matter where we go, we all have the same thing in common. Same with our live stream. Same with our original MFers, which is out of Guelph, Ontario. There is a no negativity policy on our live streams, and everywhere we go, we promote peace, love, and positivity, and that so is what we're originally working on, which we're supposed to be about. So again, it is. So and no matter if you automatically get invited to another live streamer, they all have the same thing in common. Now, if you guys do not want an invite to some of these live streams, please do put that down in the comments. If you do, if you don't, because if some of these other live streamers go on, Facebook automatically notify. If you follow one stream, Facebook automatically notifies you when they all go live. That is connected to this stream. So if Relic Army is connected and MFers Live come on live and they're connected to this stream, and you've got this notification turned on to be notified when I go live, all the others are going to Facebook is going to automatically send you. You'll actually get an automatic invite to the other live streams when they're live. So that way you're notified. Even if I don't invite you, Facebook itself automatically sends you a notification because you turned on notifications on this live stream. You only have to turn on notifications on one stream, and Facebook will notify you when all the other live streams go live. It is an automatic system. So again. so if you want the invite, say yes. If you don't want the invite, say no. So that way, when I do my personal invites to also do my personal invites to those streams, when they go up, when they come on, that way I know to go past your name if you don't want to be invited to that. Some of them are actually pretty good. But again, we follow the other streams like Relic Clown, the Relic Army. Please, no negativity. They all have the same thing in common. They don't put up with any negativity. They don't. They're very strict on the comments because they do read the comments. Because your comments, when you leave your comments below in the box that goes on the live videos, a lot of people don't know is they go public because live streams, like when I'm live. I'm going live right now. I'm live in Ireland. I'm live in Scotland. I'm live in England. I'm live all over the world because that is how internet operates. So when my shows go live, they go live all worldwide. Again, like I said, so it is everybody in different parts of the world. Germany, Transylvania, Romania, Italy, United States, it is Mexico, Puerto Rico, Los Angeles, Kentucky, Tennessee, Hawaii, it is internet. So again, like I said, it is when you go on live Facebook Live, social media, you go live all the way around the world by computer, by a computer program. Computer programming. Best way to travel without a passport. But physically, as a human, if you travel on a plane or a bus, you have to have a passport. But if somebody's watching your live stream, that's across the world, they can pick you up anywhere. Your live stream goes to them. You're live. You're live worldwide. It's not just local. That kind of thing. Same with MFers Live. You like right now. I am live right now. I'm live. I'm also live, being viewed right now in Newfoundland. I'm being viewed in Spain or India. Wherever those countries. As long as there's militaries there with strong enough frequencies. With internet frequencies, the village people can pick them up. No problems. All they need is an access to computers or whatever, and a lot of these countries today have computers, or access to computers. So like I said, or they have some way of picking up internet. So like I said, when you go live on Facebook media. Live Facebook media, Twitch, no matter what, Twitch, YouTube, even when you go to YouTube, and you can put it to your YouTube channel, you're live all over the place. You're going around the world. You're going worldwide. So again, so people in the other parts of the world, in all these different countries, can view your live streams and follow them. That's where some of the 90% of your followers do come from. They come from all over. There is a guy that follows me, and he follows the MFers Live too, and he follows all the way from Nigeria, Nigeria. I can't pronounce it. And that it's a country. It's a country in the Middle East. But again, he follows. He tunes in and follows the live shows. He loves them. He's liked them a couple times. He's liked a lot of them, and that kind of stuff too. Again, you go live in Jamaica. You go live all over the place. France, Paris. There's a country called the Amazon. The Bermuda Triangle does exist. I don't know if it's really full of pirates or not, like they say. I don't know. I've never physically been on a ship out there. that far, anyways, across the Atlantic or Pacific Ocean to go that far to get into those territories. So I don't know if if there is really such thing as pirate infested water. No, maybe today. We don't know. We don't know if pirates really exist or not, except for on the internet. But that was a joke, by the way. But no, it'd be shocking. I've never met any. I would not want to meet any. I don't know if the reality ones are just as bad as Hollywood or not. Probably worse, if anything, in reality. But if they do exist, but no, again, like I said, I've never met any. I really don't wish to either. Again, I don't know if I know that kind of stuff, but. But yeah, so be advised, guys. When you guys pick up on, if you guys get into running your own live Facebook live streams and setting them up, when you do go live, guys, do remember you guys do go live all over the place. You guys go live worldwide. So again, you get that 90% of your followers because when you go live, it goes through everybody's Facebook account. They know you're live because it goes right on through your homepage, and they automatically, Facebook notifies them when you're live. Oh, here goes my leg again. Excuse me. And a lot of people don't understand that, though. They don't understand how the internet world works. Also, word to encouragement. Anybody who's doing streams of to do with Jesse Heckes used to. I don't think he does anymore. Also, and I know a lot of people probably don't care. I'm not trying to get into politics or anything, but when you are live on Facebook Live, a lot of people don't realize how public Facebook Live goes. Try to avoid from saying anything negativity about politicians or political leaders. Yes, everybody has their opinions. They're allowed to have their opinions. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their likes. They have their dislikes. They has their hates. But when you go on, when you actually go on live social media like this, don't say anything negativity about any of our political leaders, like our royal family or the president of the United States. Try to avoid that as much as possible, because you go public and they all have internet and they all sit there and they watch. They know who you are because they see you go live. They know you. They'll see you by what you look like when you go live on live stream. So just a word of encouragement. Watch what you say in that department. It's different if you're talking about a bunch around a bunch of friends or whatever, and you're not on a live social media. But when you go on live social media, guys, don't voice that kind of opinion. I can honestly tell you that because because these politicians actually sit there, they're watching you. They know exactly who you are, where you live. And they know what you look like. So you'll start a lot of negativity for sure. Where you could get them showing up at your door, very angry and annoyed with you. Actually showing up at your door or giving you a telephone call. Or getting a dirty email from them. That's what I said. Like I said, yeah. So that's I even told my friends. I said, yes, I know. I said, you got your opinions on it. Everybody does. But when you are actually on live, Facebook Live, no matter if it's Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or that's what we mean by no negativity. If you're on Facebook Live, or if you're on Twitter Live, or you're on Twitch Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, or Live Me, those softwares, they all go public. And everybody that works at the White House, like the president of the United States, like Donald Trump, can sit there. He can be sitting there watching your live streams right now. He could be sitting there watching mine right now too, because I'm live. I'm live right now in Washington D.C. So like I said, you go worldwide. A lot of people don't know that. When you go live on Facebook, you go live. You go public. So that's what they mean by that's why a lot of streamers like MFers, and we're not saying everybody's perfect, or everybody made their mistakes, and learn from them. And everybody has their opinions. But when you're on live Facebook Live, it is one of those things you do wish to kind of protect yourself without getting yourself in a lot of hot water doo-doo by these head leaders. These leaders a possibility could actually show up in your location or area or call you. You want to make sure you want to keep that negativity to yourself or opinions to yourself, because when you go on live, because you do go publicly live, so whatever you say on here, everybody, the whole world is watching, no matter what, because you're public. You're going zing, zing, bazing, bazinga dinga, all the way through everybody's Facebook, worldwide. And that kind of stuff. Like I said, it's fine if you're not just like a regular in your hometown coffee shop or whatever like that, amongst friends or whatever. But when you guys actually do come on live Facebook, zip it about them. There's opinions, because you're gonna get yourself in crap, big time, or because these guys know where you live, and they've got money, and they will travel and show up at your door. God help you if they show up at your door. That's all I say. Because you'll start big negativity, big time. That's why we say, please, no negativity about any of our, no matter if the religious leaders or whatever, it may be religious leaders even from another country. Yes, as Canadians, Americans, we have our opinions, but like I said, when you're on live Facebook Live, it is the wrong place and time to come out with those opinions. So again, because you do go zing public. So again, like if you're amongst friends, that's different. Like I told one friend of mine here, he went away to college. I told him that too. I said, when we're live, there's nothing wrong with you having your opinions, but when we go live on Facebook Live, keep those opinions quiet to yourself. Don't come out with them, because it is because they could sit there, they could be jumping in on your live stream. They don't have to be on your friends list, like I said, to come in on your live stream. They can ring through your window. They can ring your telephone. Anything. Like I said, it is again, they have Facebook, they have internet. They could sit back and if they're on a coffee break, they could be sitting there, and you could offend them so badly that you could get a phone call from them and you get yourself in a lot of hot water. So again, it is. I know it's a habit. A lot of people have. I know. When I first started my first live streams, I slipped a couple of times with my opinions. After a few telephone calls, I zip. Like I said, that's please, like I said, please, if you're gonna go live Facebook, no matter if it's YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, please be careful be quiet what you're saying, and don't say it on here if it's not nice or if it's negativity. So it doesn't get offensive to the party you're talking about. So it upsets them down there. So again, like like I said, there's that's why I said please be careful, because you're going to get a visitation, or you're going to get a telephone call, or you're going to get unwanted company at your front door, or strangers you don't even know from the White House or whatever. So that's what I said. Trust me. Now the FBI has no jurisdiction out of the anywhere in other countries. They don't have the jurisdiction anymore. They can cross the border at any point in time they wish to. If they feel there's a need for it, they can cross. So, like I said, so when you guys go live, to be careful what you're saying. You're going to get an FBI agent at your door, or the president himself is going to show up at your door and give you heck for what you said. So I said you might want to be careful on that one, especially since we know who it is down there. Definitely. So again, that's why I said, so when you guys go live. I know a friend of mine, he's in London, he did politicianal shows. He'd actually tell you the same thing too. There are some things he could share with politics, and some things he didn't really want to get into, which I don't blame him, that could have got into a lot of negativity. So again, there is a lot of things, especially, and again, with your comments below, again, your comments do go live. So again, if I'm being watched live in the States, the president could be sitting back in his office chair watching this right now. Like I said, or our Canadian Prime Minister, or any of these worldly leaders or whatever. We want to be respectful as much as everybody does have their opinions. Do not voice them on here. Is the best, safest way to be. So again, like I said, is to keep your live stream safe and keep your neck safe, or keep yourself out of hot water or trouble. Do please keep that in mind, that you do go public. So again, like I said, if you don't want to get a phone call or a visit, zip. So I mean, it's not gonna be good. Definitely not gonna be good. That's what I said. So again, like I said, the internet takes you public. So again, it is like I said, it's just amongst friends in a quiet home privacy circle. That is fine. Or at the friend's house when you're not on live stream. Or just even a public coffee shop nowadays, you got to watch what you say, because there is likers for them and there's haters towards you anywhere. You got to be careful. MF has gotten that. We've gotten that a couple times. Not a good feeling. To have to deal with those kind of people. But again, I'm just sharing a little bit of advice that when you do go live, be careful what you I had to learn this too myself. Be careful what your opinions come out with out of your mouth when you're live, because that it is not going to slander a religious leader, because that's the worst thing you can actually do. And it's very easy for those parties, because you go public. They can share your video stream and they can record everything you're saying, and that just from your live stream. And the president himself could actually show up at your door. Same with the Queen of England herself could show up at her door, or her kids could show up at her door at any point in time, and you wouldn't know it. Or they would send us orange men to your door, and you won't like that either. Because it's either you deal with us or you deal with the Queen. Because you deal with us, it's a lot easier. You deal with the Queen, you're in trouble. Definitely. You put your foot in the wrong mouth. That's what I said. So yeah, I just wanted to do a bit of sense of humor on that one. That's what I used to be. I in 2000 to 2003. I left a leave of absence. I went to go back, and it had folded. So I never rejoined it since then. Since the Smith Falls July the 12th conference. Back in 2002, 2003, same time frame. I was in the Legion, member of the Legion. and that kind of stuff as well. So I'm just trying to give you guys some good advice to help you be better people when you do your live video streams. That you're aware that you do go public. That all these people could be watching you. Like I said, that you go public to you go nationwide, internationally, you go public. I mean, when you go public, you go worldwide, not just locally, you go worldwide. When you go Facebook Live, you go worldwide, you go zip right around the world. Just like Santa Claus in one night. So again, like I said, so please do, guys, keep that in mind if you do get into live video streaming. I kind of had to give this lecture and advice to some of my close friends because they don't understand how live streaming really works. And again, there's kind of links. So again, and they're shareable, they're recordable. Again, they're downloadable too, because I download mine all the time and I upload them to YouTube. And when they go up to YouTube, they go public. Again, they go public. They're just like Facebook. They go public. No matter if it goes to Real Player, Twitch, you go public. It's what's called international social media. So now you see why I always tell you wear pajama pants, because you go around the world. You do. Seriously, you do. You don't blame me. You do. When you're on live Facebook, you go public. You go around the world. You're probably in China by now. Hong Kong.
You know you're a pain in the ass?
Yeah, but you know what? You can't use that word right now. It is Christmas time. So anyhow, a little bit of update. Just wanted to share that, guys, with you. So keep that advice in mind. And so with any new live streamers, always keep that in mind. And also to have a nice, when you guys do go live, run good live streams. And, play it smartly, play it safe. And we'll catch you tomorrow night for the Christmas Alpha Lounge. And I hope you guys have a good night. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night after supper. Have a good night.